Welcome students for today's virtual class 10th standard English. What is going around us is very terrible. Whenever we switch on our TV, we just see only and only one message: stay home, stay safe. And the pictures what we see in news is very terrible. What is going on? Thousands of patients get positive because of this, because of that. He touched in that person, he came with that person in contact, and corona is going ahead and ahead. And what is the message? Stay home, stay safe. Very terrible pictures we are just looking through our newspaper channels, etc. Now we will just discuss a picture here. Before starting our today's lesson, just see this picture. This picture is divided into two parts. Upper part have some different type of picture and lower part have some different type of picture. What this picture indicate? A very painful picture image is there. Which image? Look, very terrible, very painful. What we see in this picture? The childs are working. Labor child. Imagine labor child. In today's condition, labor child. I think most serious problem this is in our society today. Because what is expected from these children, we are not observing that. In this first part of picture, we can see the students are working. They are doing various type of works there. And below picture here, the fourth picture are given in downside. This is a very happy picture. Why this is happy picture? Because what is expected from a boy that he should learn, he should get education properly, they are doing their job. So we became happy after observing this picture. But upper side of picture is a very terrible, very painful picture. In today 2020, when we see this type of picture, really a big question mark is on our society. Why big question mark? Because we are not in slavery. We don't have any other countries other country is not forcing us to do this type of work. Then why we are independent? If we are independent, then why this type of picture we have to see? Because when we are in the control of British government, at that time a leader came out, Mahatma Gandhi, and he took the job, he took the leadership, and taking initiative, he forced Indian people and prepared Indian people for the freedom of India. And what we got? We got freedom for our country. Just look. When our population was 29 crore, at that time we have one Mahatma Gandhi. Today our population is 135 crore, nearly. We don't have Mahatma Gandhi. Who will solve this problem? Do we need Mahatma Gandhi again? Mahatma Gandhi will not come, because freedom, we already got it, freedom. Now it is our job, it is our duty to establish our country properly. But what we are doing? We are marching ahead and ahead. But this picture indicates the real condition of our society today. Students, all our society members have to do something, because if our today's student is not ready to learn, what will happen in future? What is the future of our country? It's very terrible problem. Dr. Abdul Kalam always said that India is the country having a large number of youths. So we have to utilize all youth power properly. And to utilize youth, what is needed? Education is needed. So we must give proper education to all these children and develop our country as fast as we can. Now, after looking toward this picture, let us discuss these things. What difference do you notice in the two images? What we discussed earlier, upper part is different from lower part. Which of the two situations should change? Definitely, nobody wants this type of picture in our society. We want this type of picture in our society, that every boy should work and work in the field of education. He should learn. He should understand what is going in our global world, in the universe, what is going on. He should learn those things properly. But working is a terrible problem. How and when can the situation change? Okay, I already told you that Mahatma Gandhi will not come now. We have to do all the things on our own society. We have to do all these things. And how we can do? We have to just pursue all these type of pictures. Why the boys are working? What are the reasons behind that? We have to find out all the reasons, and then we have to do something. We have to provide something for them, and then definitely the picture will change. But this will not change in a fast way. We have to do a lot of work for that. Then how can you as a student contribute and help make a difference to the needy children? Definitely student, you will think our elders are doing nothing. What should we do? We are so small. No, each and everybody have to take responsibility. Now here, which responsibility you have to take? Whenever you see this type of children working on the way of your school, just discuss why that boy is working. What are the reasons why he is working in that situation? You have to just find out that reason and tell them the importance of education. And if possible, contact their parents. And if you report that problem to your elders, to your teachers, to your neighbors, definitely something will happen. So we have to do something in that way. Now students, this need a capacity of telling something to others. What is the problem we have to say to our elders? What is the situation we have to discuss with our elders? Now talking and discussion needs a good speech. A speech is a thing which can provide all these problems to our society. So a good well-organized speech contains the following characteristics and steps. And listen student, we already learned this in our last topic. In 1.4, Be Smart was the lesson. In that Be Smart lesson, already we discussed speech writing activity. So this is the extended part of that activity of speech writing. So we have to give a speech, we have to deliver a speech, but what things are important for that? A speech should be well planned. What you want to say to others, you have to plan your speech properly. There should be a proper layout of your speech. The language used should be suitable to the audience. Why this is important? Because what you want to convey your things, your material to others should realize all those things properly. And if they don't understand your language properly, what will happen? They will just enjoy their sleep. Why? They are not in your speech. They are not enjoying your speech. What you want to say, they are not realizing. Hence, speech must be properly planned. Language should be easy and easy to all. Next one, it should have the right duration. Time allotted for you is 10 minutes or 15 minutes of speech, and you are delivering your speech in the heat more than 30 minutes or more than the planned time. How anybody will realize that things? They will get bored because of your speech. It should be supported with good examples, episodes or visual aids where possible. Remember students, we have one good example of speech. Our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. Have you heard the speech of Narendra Modi ji? What he said in his speech? Whenever anybody just start listening the speech, he just keep there up till the speech ends. Why? Because the speech was planned so properly. It was present so effectively that people enjoy the speech, and in that enjoyment, they also get the initiative what our PM wants from us easily matter convinced. So it is very easy to plan your speech properly. Now we will move again forward. Now while delivering a speech, while writing a speech, what we have to do? We have to just divide our speech into parts. Which parts? Start of our speech. Greetings or salutation. Whenever we start our speech, Remember students, in our school, there are many occasions, many events when we get the chance to deliver a speech. Death anniversaries, birth anniversaries, or maybe a special day, a science day, or any other environment or any other related days. There are many occasions where we can give speech in our school. So it is very easy to give a speech if we know the structure of speech properly. The first part is greeting or salutation. First of all, you have to just find out who are the guests, who are the members on our dais. So good morning one and all present today, means here we have to start in that mood. Honorable chief guest, eminent dignitaries, respected management, because all those persons are on the dais are very effective people, because they have more effect on our society. So we have to give respect, our greetings, our salutations to them. Then second part is the introduction. Why introduction is needed? Because people must know that on which topic you are going to deliver a speech. So in your introductory part, you have to cover up all those activities. You have to just introduce your topic properly. If we think about the situation around us, we notice that here how to start our speech, it is very important that we think about the situation around us. Means if we are discussing child labor, then we can easily introduce the topic. Then whenever we see here and there beside roads, we see many times small boys working. Whenever we go outside of our city while traveling, we see many children working. So this is a very common situation. We can introduce the problem of child labor. Then let me explain this to you, that which topic I am going to deliver. Let me explain to you about that. Today I would like to put forth my views on. Means if I am discussing environment, then I can easily say today I would like to put forth my views on the problem of pollution, the problem of water pollution, or whatever thing we want to deliver our speech. Then imagine what will happen after 10 years. If today is the condition is very serious, what we think, then what will be the condition after 10 years? Just think about that. Now it is critical. After 10 years, it will become more and more critical. So there will be a dangerous problem to survive. Okay, the third part is the body of speech. First part was greeting or salutation. Second was the introductory part. Now third, the main part of our speech is the body of speech. Means what is the material you want to convey, that part should be included in the body of the speech. The renowned personality XYZ says that why you are saying is important, you have to prove that. And how you can prove? You have to give examples of the social workers, big persons who work very large amount of materials or very large amount of their work in our society. We have to give examples of those persons here, because that will give a weightage to your content. Second, but the research report says that dash and staff, students and friends. Means the problem which you are thinking serious, why you think the problem is serious, so you have to put some research if possible. That you can now easily say, we are discussing child labor problem, and when we are discussing child labor problem, at that time you can easily say that survey shows that in India, nearly 45 millions of students which are expected to be learning in schools, but they are working. They are working in various fields. So research will give you an idea how the problem is serious. I don't understand why we are so negative about this issue. Because what is going on in the society, everybody is looking. Everybody is looking. Everybody knows the problem. But nobody wants to do anything. Because of passivity. Because of passivity. They have nothing to do with the problem. But society is ours. We have to do something for our society. I would like to share with you an example from my own experience. If you have experienced something You have to produce your experience towards audience. That this happens with me, it will happen with you. So be prepared for that. Take this problem seriously. And the last part of our speech is the conclusion. How to conclude your speech? Generally, think again and then move forward. So whatever I discuss in my speech, you have to think again and again on that problem. Because if you think, then you can realize the problem. And last one, I would like to express my gratitude towards the organizers of this function for giving me the opportunity. So this is the a very proper end of your speech, that you got the chance to deliver a speech on this issue which you think is very important for you, for our society, and they give you a chance to deliver that speech. So that is very important one. Now, while drafting a speech, while preparing a speech, what we have to do and what we don't have to do. So do's and don'ts of speech writing. So do's, we will discuss first the do's. What do's we have to do? Number one, speak slowly. Here speak slowly means, what I am saying, please understand. You will not understand anything. Here speak slowly means your flow of speaking. Your flow of speaking should be slow. Word by word, it should be in proper way. Presentation should be in proper way. Emphasize keywords. The words you want to emphasize, what you think is the very important word. Child labor is a very serious problem. So that word you have to emphasize for a perfect speech writing. Stress your points firmly. What you want to say, directly you have to produce that problem in front of your audience or while writing it on paper. Speak loudly and clearly. Speak loudly doesn't mean that you have to just speak loudly. Remember friends, everybody will surprise what is going on here and there. That is not needed again. Loudly means here, your voice should be up to the last seat members. Properly they can hear your voice, that is expected here. And use meaningful quality language. Quality language, you have to maintain your quality language. While delivering a speech in one language, if you are merging more than 2-3 languages in your speech, everybody will not understand your speech. Because nobody knows all the languages properly. Or there are some words which we think are not good to speak in public. So avoid those words while delivering a speech. Use simple but effective language. What you are going to tell your audience, simple language should be used so that people can understand all those things properly. And last one, put your thoughts and ideas as clearly as possible. Because why you are delivering speech? Because you think the problem is serious. So why the problem is serious, you have to tell them in very simple words, you have to tell them so that they can understand the problem easily. So these are the things which we have to do. And now second one we will discuss which you don't have to do. So don't do these things which, number one, don't mumble. What is mumble? This thing is mumble because this will create a laugh in the audience, and if they started laughing, what will be the effect of your speech? So don't mumble. Hence the part is discussed here, speak slowly. Whatever you want to speak, slowly speak, but don't mumble. Don't look up and down. Generally, many of the speech delivers have the habit. Hello friends. There are friends in front of your dais or here left and right. So here you have to just look in the eyes of audience properly and then deliver your speech, because eye-to-eye contact is necessary. Don't forget important points, because just this happens because of nervousness, because of that after seeing the crowd, many people get there confused, and because of that confusion they just forget their important point. Hence just draft your speech, important points, draft your speech properly and then deliver it. Don't use excessive gestures. Gestures here means eyes, nose, mouth, ears. Don't use this type of gestures, because you have to deliver your speech directly toward your public. So public are looking toward you. Just listen, 2 eyes are delivering and thousands are seeing your speech. So please deliver to your speech properly there. Don't feel nervous or embarrassed while giving speech, because nervousness will definitely convert confusion, and confused people cannot speak. So you have to be confident about what you are going to speak, and don't drift away from your topic. The topic you are discussing this, and you are talking that, you are talking that. People will get confused on which topic this person is going to speak. We can't understand, because the subject topic is this, and he is discussing some other subject. So this is a dangerous thing. So these are the things which you don't have to do while delivering a speech. Now we will approach toward our today's lesson part. Just see this person, a very famous Indian activist named Kailash Satyarthi. Kailash Satyarthi, while saying this name, I feel very proud, because this man belongs to my country, India. And what is the person famous for? Famous for doing the work for our society, work for child development, work against child labor, and work for child education. This man has done tremendous thing, and because of all those things done by this man, he is the recipient of Nobel Peace Prize. I am very proud to say that Indian man Kailash Satyarthi got Nobel Peace Prize December 14, 2014. Means this happened just 6 years ago, this happens. So he got the Nobel Peace Prize, and when the time comes when he was present there to receive the award of Nobel Peace Prize, he delivered a lecture there, he delivered a speech there about child labor, and that speech is our today's topic. Let us march. Let us march is the topic we are discussing. So here, what is the speech delivered by Kailash Satyarthi has been divided into two parts in the text. Part 1 and Part 2. In Part 1, the first two parts of the speech, that is greeting and salutation, is there, and second, introduction of the problem is there. And in second part, the body of the letter, means what Kailash Satyarthi want to convey, the problem, that is mentioned there, and in last the conclusion is there. So here Part 1 having two parts of speech writing, and Part 2 having two parts of speech writing. So here, what are the main points covered by Kailash Satyarthi? Number 1, the aim in the life of Kailash Satyarthi is that every child is free. For what? For what he is free? To be a child. Just remain. Child should be behave just like a child. Then to grow and develop. Every child has the right to grow and develop properly, just like the other child who are learning, who are taking education. But many child have no this type of situation. They are working, they are labor child. So this is a serious problem. Hence, every child is free to grow and develop. Next one, to eat, to sleep and see daylight. We are in home, we are getting all the things properly, but many childs don't get this type of things in their house. They do not have proper eating facilities. They have no house, how they can sleep, and they don't have daylight situation because they are working child. To laugh and cry. Every child should get the chance to laugh and cry, but because of work, they cannot laugh. Hence, cry is the life for them. To play and learn. They should get the chance to play, because playing is an important part of education. To go to school, very important. Every child has been given right to education. Now, what is right to education? Our Indian government had made a law, had given a fundamental right for every child under 14 years, right to education. Under 14 of age, every child should be given compulsory primary education, is the fundamental right given. After giving this type of right, then we see child working. Hence I told that picture is the painful picture for us. And last one, to dream. Every child should get a dream. A dream about what? What I want to become in future. How my country should be. How my family should be. And how I should be. That should be the chance given to the child. Next, in the last couple of decades, Satyarthi and his colleagues have made progress too. The work done by Kailash Satyarthi in what field? Reduce the number of out-of-school children by half. Very good work. Very proud of Kailash Satyarthi, because the work they have done for child, the number of out-of-school children became half. Means 50% of the children are back in school. That is the good thing done by Kailash Satyarthi. Reduce the number of child laborers by a third. Again, very good thing. They reduce the number of child working by third part. So that is again a very amazing thing done by Satyarthi. Reduce child mortality and malnutrition. Death rate of the boys, small newborn boys, are very big in our society, in our country. So here the part is very important. Hence Satyarthi had done a tremendous work about that. Next one is prevent millions of children deaths. Because of the working child problem, children do not get the chance to survive, and because of various circumstances, they have to suffer the life. And as we are Amravtikars, in Amravati there is a Melghat part. In Melghat there are Adivasi communities. There are very people having the habit of living in forest. They don't believe on our today's societies. All over, whatever we see, hospitals, doctors and nurses and all those things, they do all the work on their forest level. So malnutrition and mortality rate is higher in that region. Hence we have to do something, because it is our moral duty also. Okay. Now next part, Kailash Satyarthi challenges. What challenge? The passivity and pessimism surrounding the children. Means if we see our elders are also looking that child are working, and who are giving the chance to work? Elders. So pessimity is there. No one is serious. Everybody is looking that this is not good, but still the things are happening. So that is serious problem. Culture of silence. Nobody wants to speak. Everybody thinks, why I should? He will do. He will do. This is not my duty. This is government duty. No, this is our duty. Society's duty. Everybody's duty is this. Culture of passivity, and next culture of neutrality. Because if we do not do these things for our country, child, who will come to do the job? We have to do the job. Next part, these people, organizations can put up an end to all form of violence against children. Means these are the various persons attached with, they are working for the child upliftment. Civil society means where we are living, all the civil society members are doing something and something, but we have to participate fully in all the work done by these type of societies. The government, it is the duty of government, okay, no problem, but we have to support government for this. Intergovernmental agencies. Intergovernmental means in India there are states and states, so we have to just match with other states' problem, because this is our country's problem. So intergovernmental agencies are doing something. We have to take our role in the society, and we have to contribute in intergovernmental agencies also. Businesses, there are many businesses going from one state to another, one country to another, so they can also help in this type of situation. Faith leaders, there are many leaders we have. So leaders are doing various jobs. So we have to support the leaders for the child upliftment, to protect our child from going to the condition which is critical. They have to pursue. We have to pursue all those conditions. We have to change their attitude from labor to education. Then workers, various workers are there. Social workers are there. They are doing the job tremendously. Teachers, this is the job of teachers also. I think teachers have to contribute more than other people, because teachers have always contact with students, and whenever a boy is working there, he is also a student of that teacher. So teacher should pursue towards that student. They find out the reason why he is working. Then we have to discuss with the parents, we have to discuss with the owner, and we have to take that child from that labor place to school level. Because under 14 of age, it is our fundamental right. We have to learn. And various NGOs, non-governmental organizations are there. Thousands of NGOs are there, they are working for the job. Here, the next part, every child should have a right to life means what a schoolboy is living, we also want the situation same for the labor class also. Equality, there should not be difference in the proportion of that. Peace, everybody should live in peace. Safety measures should be provided to each and every child. Freedom should be given to everyone. Health facilities, this is the important part. Health facilities should be given to each and every child, so that mortality rate should, we have to put that mortality rate down. Education facility, I discuss fundamental right. This is, we have to only give the chance to every child. And dignity, we have to just follow these things because these are the rights of children. And next one, an appeal by Kailash Satyarthi. This is the appeal to all people, all society people, everybody, that let us march from ignorance to awakening. What is the title of our lesson? Let us march. Come on, we can do it. Let us march from ignorance to awakening. Ignorance to awakening means now we understand the problem. Now we will not let the child to go for work. We will provide the facilities for education. Let us march from darkness to light. Because the working child is in darkness, we have to put that boy into light of education. Let us march from mortality to divinity. Means if the child has given the proper treatment, definitely he will survive and he will live properly in the society. Let us democratize knowledge. What is the knowledge is important today. We have to give knowledge to all. Let us globalize compassion. And last one, let us universalize justice, because this is not the problem of Amravati, this is not the problem of Maharashtra, not only the problem of India, not only Asia, but all universe. This problem is serious. We have to globalize the problem. And next, these are the steps which you have to follow while drafting a speech. These are the points from Be Smart. We already learned in unit number 1. So these are the points. What should be the size, length of the speech? We have to decide how much type you have to select for the speech writing. Do I know the format? 4 parts we discuss: salutation, introduction, body and conclusion. How to start your speech? Start with the member presented on dais. You have to start with that. What to write? The problem which you are going to deliver, you have to write that problem. How to bring quality to your speech? You have to use proverbs. Proverbs there you can, maxims you can use, quotations you can use the examples of great persons here. What are the relevant thoughts, slogans, maxims? These will give you a tremendous work of speech writing on audience. And which are the most important elements to be included? Which part you want to include in your speech, so that will become effective for you. And last one, what is the systematic overall procedure to justify an impressive speech? Means we have to deliver a lot in small. So you have to use those words properly, those sentences properly, that what you want to convey should be conveyed easily. And here students, is today's homework for you. Write the names of any 5 social workers who work for the welfare of child. No need to go here and there. You can see just what is going around you and write the names of those social workers. What will you do if you see any child working on the way to your school? What I discussed. Just don't ignore the problem. What will you do? Write your problem there, that this boy was working there. I found him, I discussed with him, and I meet his parent. What happened? Just write in 5 lines there. What do you mean by every child has a right to education? What we discussed, the child has a fundamental right of education. Under the age of 14, every child should get the chance of proper education. Prepare a chart of do's and don'ts for the delivering a speech, which we discussed later, previous one. So all do's and don'ts, you have to make your own list of do's and don'ts. What you want to do, what you don't want to do, prepare your own chart there. And last one, draft a speech on stay home, stay safe from the corona point of view. Because outside the problem of corona is there. So what you will do to remain safe from corona point of view, write that. So in the last, I will convey my message that I want to change this picture in this way. I found this boy working. Now I want to change the boy from this workplace towards school going road. He should be given the chance to education properly. He should be given a proper chance of learning. So if we do any one child in our life from labor to education a good chance, then definitely I will be satisfied that I have done something for my society, for my country. So do well, and just last, stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.